Hi everybody, this is Kathy. Welcome back to my channel, Kathy's Favorite Things. You guys, I was crafting and I was about to put together some shakers that I was making, and I decided to come along and show you guys how I do this. I believe I've done this previously, but I'm going to show you again. And what I use is foam. This is 5mm foam. There is a foam that is thinner. For shakers, I like the 5mm one because it gives you more space for your sequins. Okay, and also I have done the one where you die cut the same piece of the same shape like 10 times to make it, to give it the height. But I think that's too tiring for me to crank up, the big shot so many times. I do have a condition where I have some pain in my joints and stuff like that. So sometimes die cutting for me, it's too hard, depending on if my day is good or bad. But so it's easier for me if I do the foam technique. So that's what I did. And this time I used my Hershey Kiss die, and I believe it's from KS Crafts. I've had it for a while. I got it last year. I did use it for Halloween as well. So this is not the first time using this die. And I decided to cut it in glitter paper because glitter is my favorite. You guys know me. I love anything shiny. So I already put this together. I use my same die to cut the acetate, and this is the acetate that I recently got from Monty, the polka dot pine cone. I only have a piece. I have like 2 more shakers here that I can make. And this is from We Are Memory Keepers, American Crafts. That's the color neon pink stripe. And this is the one that I decided to use for these shakers. I do have some other ones, but at this moment, I'm just going to show you the pink one. Okay, what I did with the pink acetate from Monty. This is another die that I have that it's also an old die. It's not something that I recently bought. I've had this for like a year. And it's a mixing bowl. And here it says baked with love, but I cut that and I just left the spatula. So because I really want you to be able to see the sequin mix in there. So that's why it also comes with some cookies that I can die cut separately. This one, it's a holographic because you guys know that I love holographic as much as I love glitter. So this one is in holographics. You can see I already glued the foam to the paper, and there we go. And I glued this with my art glitter glue that I showed you recently, that I got a replacement from Amazon. This glue is really good. You can use glue. This one is a really good glue. It dries clear, and it glues like right away, so you don't really have a lot of wiggle room to move it if you mess up. And so I use this to glue this, the acetate, to this paper, and it glues the foam and everything with no issue. But I've also used previously red line tape for my shakers. So whatever you have on hand. Even I think that even if you use like super glue, I think it will work, but just make sure you do a little bit, okay? I've never used super glue, but I think that any adhesive that you have might work, I'm thinking. Okay, so we are going to start. Let me show you. Okay, first let me show you this. So when you cut, see this? When you cut your Hershey Kiss, because it's for a shaker, you get this thing from the middle, right? That comes out of there. So I use it to make another embellishment. See, because this part also comes out of here. So you have the other piece. So I use it to put another embellishment together. So I wanted to show you that. And since I had, another piece here, I used this heart to die cut it, and then I glued it so I can have another embellishment. And I still have another piece here that I can use to cut some smaller shapes. And for the acetate pieces that I had left over, I die cutted some tiny Hershey Kisses, just because, you know, you try to use your scraps the best you can. Okay, so now let me show you my sequence mix that I put together, and it has a lot of things. There is a lot of stuff going on here. So there are some, you can see a touch of Tiffany blue because that's my favorite color. There is a touch of gold as well. Yeah, and see that tiny red heart. There are some pearls and some seed beads in there. See the seed beads. And there is some holographic. And there is some hearts. See that? Heart. There are some X's and O's. There are some white holographic hearts. There is a lot of stuff going on here in this mix. So they say that I think for a nice mix you have to put at least 5 elements, but this one has way more than 5 elements. It has a whole lot going on here. I hope you guys can see and you like it. There are some stars. I even added some holographic flowers. Not too many because they were big, so I didn't add too many. But here's the X. There's an X right there. I don't know if you can see that. See that? It's an X, some tiny hearts. So yeah, there's a lot going on in here. So this is what we are going to use for the shaker. There's even some tiny hearts that I had from like a fake confetti sprinkles mix from Michaels, but I didn't have too many. I only picked out some blue Tiffany blue hearts. There's one here. See that one? That's like a fake sprinkles. It's like a clay heart, the Tiffany blue little one in the spoon. But I didn't have very many, and I really didn't want to keep picking them out, so I didn't add too many. But I think it's pretty. I don't know if you think it's too much, but when you put it in your shaker and you shake it, you'll be able to see. Let's try it. Let's make one. Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to put them all together with you because, you know, after one, you already get the gist of it. You know, you get the idea. So maybe one is just enough. So let's grab whichever. Let's do one of the holographic ones. So this one. And here, see, this is it's like embossed. That's it. And now we grab a spoon or two of our sequin mix and stick it in there. See, that looks pretty, doesn't it? See, it even has like a bubble here. Like a big bubble. It has some lips. You can see it looks pretty. Let's add some more. Let's add another spoon. It might be too much, maybe. This one? No, I think that one is too big. Let me see if I can take it out. See that? I added two spoons there. And it has a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's see. Let's glue it. Let's glue it and see how it comes out. Let me get my glue over here. Like I said, this glues super quickly, so you have to make sure that you cover the little hole, and just add a little bit because you don't want it to come out on the sides. Okay, so just add a little bit of glue. a little bit. This is hard to do in camera because I have to look through my camera to put the glue on. So just hold on a minute. Let me cover this thing here because I don't want my spout to get dry. Okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna put this over here. I think that was too much. Maybe should have done just one. And I only added a little bit of glue, but it's coming out. But then when I'm done, I'm gonna clean it up with a wipe, with a baby wipe. You need to hold it so it, I think I had something over here. Hold on a minute. Okay, everybody, so I had to go get one of those these things to hold it here because of the glue that I used. I had to hold it with something, so we need to let it dry. So I'll show you in another video when it's finished, when it's already dry. But I also wanted to show you that this is what I was telling you about, the red line tape. This is my favorite actually for shakers. I think it's super, this is really super sticky tape. It's really good, and it's much easier if you want to do it quickly than the glue. Okay, so we're gonna remove this thing here. So this is like a double-sided tape, but way stickier than the double-sided tape. I think it's stronger than double-sided tape. I'm pretty sure. I really like this thing. So let me just peel it all off and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so you can see right there is the tape. I removed the red line. So we're going to make another shaker with my favorite tape, and this is going to be ready to shake right away. So I think this time I'm just going to add one spoon probably. So let's just see how that goes. So sticky that this flour got stuck here. Let me see if I can add a tiny bit more over there. I just want some little things. Okay. I think that's enough. There. Okay, so we're gonna keep it like that so it shakes more. And now I'm gonna put this over here. And I have to make sure that it aligns well because this is super sticky and it'll be a pain to try to remove it. So that's it. Now your shaker is done and you can shake it. See, it's not gonna come apart because you use the double-sided tape that it's the red line tape. And this I have to clean a little bit here because when I was gluing the acetate to the cardstock, there was some glue. I'm sorry guys. So I just want to clean it, clean the glue out. See, I have to do some on the top as well. Baby wipe is your best friend. And this paper, since it's the holographic and it's super thick cardstock, it's kind of easy to do that. So if you use because it has like a coat, like a, you know, the shiny coat, the paper doesn't get wet. So that's your shaker. So I show you the two ways, the two adhesive that you can use. My favorite, like I said, is the red line tape, because it allows you to have it done in like a minute right away. And if you use this glue, which is really good glue also, but you have to wait longer to to shake it and to see if you like it or not. But I think this came out super pretty. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna finish the rest, and in another video maybe I'll show you everything that I've done, all my shakers and all of that, but you get the idea now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like my mix. I think it has a lot going on, but I like it. It's like me, I have a lot going on. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful day. Bye. Happy Friday.